What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here. Hope you're doing well. Pretty red day out there for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin down about 7% on the day. Ethereum down about 7.5%. And of course, XRP. It ain't going to miss a good chance to dip down almost 8% on the day. Now, the big winners were Solana up about 5%. And one of my favorite, Near, has that one been killing it. Up 6% on the day. Outside of that, your top cryptocurrencies, pretty red day. We will see what happens as we close out this week. Now, this was awesome. Craig Wright is not Satoshi. We are all Satoshi, except for this clown. Didn't author Bitcoin white paper, judge rules. And finally, we made some progress here. Because Mr. Pumpkin Man here, we see strolling down the sidewalk, just harassing people. Frivolous lawsuits left and right for simply stating the obvious fact that this guy, again, is not Satoshi. Finally, a judge has stepped in here and made this ruling. Now, is that going to stop him from harassing people, launching more lawsuits? I don't know. I'm no legal expert here. We'll have to see if it slows him down. But finally, at least some justice was served here for this clown. Judge seeing what this is all about, fraud. And this is the dumb part. I mean, Craig was in Bitcoin, obviously one of the very first. I think he has plenty of accomplishments. Why he has to act like this, I'm not sure. But hopefully this stops all of those silly lawsuits where he is suing Twitter space cats and journalists and bloggers and things like that. We'll have to see kind of how it plays out long term. Senators pressure SEC Gary Gensler not to approve any more crypto ETFs. Yeah. I'm sure these are Elizabeth Warren puppets. Two Democrat senators argue that any further approval would expose investors to risk, including fraud and manipulation. Oh no. Retail investors would face enormous risks from ETPs referencing a thinly traded cryptocurrency market whose prices are especially susceptible to pump and dumps and other fraudulent schemes. I'll take you back to the dot-com explosion. A lot of awful companies, a lot of companies where people lost everything. Should we have not let any of those companies go public? Told Google, later on Facebook, Amazon, all these great, web companies that are really titans of our economy. Should we have said, hey, there's pets.com and all these other, awful, supposedly, .com companies, and people are going to get hurt if we allow you, so none of them can trade. Like, that isn't even a sensible argument. We understand this is a very volatile asset class. It's early days. We don't know exactly how this plays out long term, but it's not the SEC's job to decide what we can and cannot invest in and how much risk we take on. That is not what the SEC's job is to do. And, this is just ridiculous from these senators supposedly pressuring the SEC. I'm sure they're just puppets for the SEC, regurgitating whatever crap Gary Gensler wants out there. Speaking about ETFs, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF sets daily volume record as Bitcoin recoups slump. And we see here it's down a little bit by the time I'm recording this, but big day in trading for Bitcoin ETFs. Nearly 100 million shares of BlackRock's Bitcoin funds were traded on Thursday, setting new daily volume records, a trading volume of over $3.9 billion, beating its previous $3.7 billion volume record set just 10 days ago. This is a raging success, and it's just the start for crypto, and it's just the first offering. Gary Gensler can slow us down. He's not going to stop us. This will expand to altcoins. Just remember this, it will not always be sunshine and rainbows. While this does add a lot of buying power, buying pressure during the good times, guess what else ETF investors do? They sell sometimes. If there's any turmoil out there, probably will, compound the selling pressure as well. But long term, this is massive. It's a big step forward, and it brings cryptocurrencies into traditional finance as we knew it always would. It's only going to expand from this point. Like this chart, Minus Wells shared this in the Money Making group. This was posted. Who posted this? King Karan. We see the best and worst performing crypto assets out there. And I really like Fetch AI. Now, I don't have a super ton of Fetch, but man, it's really killing it here. Outside of meme coins, which I don't dabble in the meme coins so much, but, second best performing asset in the last 90 days, Near. Now, Near I'm a huge fan of. Doing absolutely great. And also Beautiful Optimism. Just going to be a top performer during this bull run. outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum over the last 90 days. That's probably going to continue. But this is my point. While I do have some winners, of course, at the top of this chart, well, I got some on the back end as well. We got DOT. I love me some DOT, not doing so great to date. Atom, and of course XRP. This stuff comes in waves. You'll have stuff that is outperforming the market, and then you'll have, investments that are underperforming. This will cycle through, and I guarantee you we're not going to strike out on DOT, XRP, ADA, and Atom. Atom is just a monster chain. It will have its day. You're going to go through the cycles, the flow of this crypto market. All of your coins aren't going to win at the same time, but long term, you got premium cryptocurrencies. They're going to pull our ticket, and we're going to have a nice run before this is all said and done. Don't worry about it. It's just a matter of time. My buddy Billy, the XRP cowboy, buying Filecoin. I'm not buying anymore. I am holding it, and I bring this up because I think one of the sectors we don't talk enough about is storage and cloud. Filecoin, just a dominant force in that sector, and one that I don't talk about nearly enough. Flux. This was a minus well gem from the last run, and it did so well. I sold it all, made huge profits, and I never bought back in. I need to get me some Flux because you haven't seen anything yet. Look at that market cap, 400 million, 500 million fully diluted. This sucker is up a lot, and it's got a long ways to go. Don't sleep on Flux, and I need to take my own advice. I talk a lot about AI. Don't, ignore those AI coins. But storage and cloud are going to be big. Let me know down below if you have any in that sector that you like. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.